Chapter 14 Tom's Dream. I dreamt, began Tom, that you were sitting here with Sid and Mary and Mrs. Harper. It was on Wednesday night, I think. Yes, it was. That's right, Tom. Go on. There was a wind and it nearly blew the candle out. You said, "Shut the door, Sid." And Sid got up and shut the door. Why, Tom, that's wonderful. Go on. Then you said, Tom wasn't a bad boy really. He was naughty sometimes, but he was never a bad boy. Yes, I did say that. And then? And then you began to cry. Mrs. Harper began to cry too. And she said that Joe was a good boy really. She was sorry that she had whipped him. That's true, Tom. That's all true. I must go and tell Mrs. Harper about this. It's really wonderful. Then Sid said that I wasn't a good boy. Yes, yes. And you said, how can you say that, Sid? Tom was always good to me. I punished him too often. I was too hard on him. You were crying all the time. That's how it was, Tom, just like that. Go on. You talked about the raft and the funeral service on Sunday, but you were crying so much that I couldn't hear everything. Mrs. Harper was crying a lot too. Then Mrs. Harper said that she had to go home. You went to bed then. So I did, Tom. Well, this is really wonderful. Can you remember anything else? I'll have to tell Mrs. Harper about it. When you were asleep, I kissed you. Did you really, Tom? Did you really? Really, Aunt Polly? You are a good boy, Tom. I always knew that you were a good boy, really. Aunt Polly was very pleased. She looked very happy. She went straight to the cupboard in the kitchen. She looked for the nicest apple there. She gave it to Tom, saying again, I always knew you were a good boy, Tom. Sid had listened to Tom's story. At the end of it, he looked very thoughtful. That's a very strange dream, he thought to himself.